What do you do when you have a refrigerated sourdough starter that needs to be revived? It has hooch, it is not active and bubbly, and you really want it to get going again. Join me in this video where I'll show you how to revive your sourdough starter and make it to be active for you once more. Here is my sourdough starter. This one is of millet and it has been in the fridge for, I would say, about 2 weeks now. It has lots of hooch on the top. As you can see, this liquid dark gray layer that has formed. This is the alcohol layer that forms when your yeast has finished its resources in terms of its food, and it's signaling to you that it needs to be refed again. Now, the reason why mine had gone unfed for so long was because I had run out of my millet and I did not want to necessarily mix with another flour type, another grain type. I know you can do this, but I wanted to go ahead and experiment so that I could see how the sourdough starter would perform when unfed for a certain period of time, so that I could have that knowledge for myself and be able to help others if ever I had that question posed to me about what kind of things could happen when you have your sourdough starter refrigerated and unfed for at least a 2-week time frame. So now here I go ahead and take out about half of the unfed sourdough starter, and then I go ahead and feed very well and add the appropriate amounts of water. At this point now, I'm not being so specific with measuring. I honestly really go by what the needs of the sourdough starter are, and I can see what consistency it is. I don't want it to be too watery nor too dry, so I kind of try to aim for a balance so that it would be content, and then I kind of follow it as time goes on. And this is what you'll be doing on each day. You're going to go ahead and assess your sourdough, see what the needs are. With this particular one, I noticed that within the evening time, it was presenting with some hooch at the layer of the top again. So I had just gone ahead and refed about the same amount. I had to discard a little bit so that I'd have room in my jar. And then I just went ahead, mixed it very well, and then came back the following day. So here we are on day number 2. We are still not looking very active, and as you can see, we do have some hooch formation, but we're not at that dark gray level. We do actually, even if you look closely, we have a few bubbles here and there, but definitely not the same active starter that we used to be. So we continue to work on it, feeding and discarding if necessary to allow for more room and growth, and then going ahead and observing how it would be doing throughout the day. And in this process, I did have to go and feed 2 times for the day. With millet, I find that it is most happiest with 2 feeds per day. We are now at day number 3, and now we are looking like we used to. We are definitely more active, more bubbly, and all throughout this process, by the way, we were still smelling very nice, just as we normally would. We just didn't have that activity. So we have now returned back to our baseline, and we are where we need to be. I hope you are now able to revive your own sourdough starter from it being refrigerated for some time. Just be patient, go ahead, keep refeeding, discard if you need to make room for that growth, and just nurture it. You'll be so surprised at how it will just come back to life for you and allow you to make some delicious sourdough baked goods. You can also take it a step further, and you can go ahead and dehydrate your sourdough starter so that you have another backup if you choose. This can also be refrigerated as well. Join me in my next video where I show you how you can go ahead and make your own delicious sourdough chocolate blondie brownies. I'm gonna go ahead and use this new sourdough starter to make this delicious treat for my family right now.